Welcome to the Succession Link overview of the map feature in Succession Link. My name is Jack, and I am part of the customer support team here at Succession Link. Whether you are signed up as a basic subscriber or as a premier subscriber, you should have access to the marketplace map view, which will allow you to do a little bit different type of search than you would do through the list view. I'll go ahead and log in using my basic subscription account. And I'll go to Marketplace and Map View. As you're probably more familiar with, everyone uses List View. That's the easier of the two to work with, and it does serve most of the needs of most of our subscribers. But occasionally, we'll have a need for a Map View. The thing to remember about the Map View is that it shows you the same results, but only if they appear within the boundaries of the graphic map image. So while I see 231 pages of results, and it will still reduce that number as I take check marks off. In this case, I'm going to take the check mark off of everything but merge. So that reduces it down to 88 pages. Still a lot. And they're in this list. But this view will change this listing. So as I zoom in or move the map left or right, that number of pages is going to change. See, now I'm down to 87 pages of results. I can zoom in a little bit more. I'm down to 73 pages. That's because this list is changing as I move this map view closer and closer to the center of a more detailed view. I'm down to 31 pages in the area in and around San Diego. And as I move this around, again, the number of pages is going to change because this entire list below is changing. Now this can be confusing for some of our subscribers, but it does have some very particular and unique uses. For instance, if I'm looking in a tri-county area, I want to know what subscribers are in more than one county. Well, I can look at the center of the line between San Diego and Los Angeles, and I can get an idea of what is in there in terms of numbers and in terms of details. If I'm doing this as a premier subscriber, I can look at the deeper details by clicking on these header listings, but I'm only logged in as a basic subscriber just to illustrate this particular feature. There's one more thing about the map view that's particularly useful if you're looking in a tri-state area. Usually, when we're doing a overview of an entire area, we're centering that search on a particular city. In this case, I'm centered on San Diego. And it doesn't show me anything from anywhere outside of the state of California. If I change that to USA instead of San Diego, now I'm looking at all listings nationwide, all merge opportunities in the entire country. This is particularly useful if I'm trying to find something in a tri-state area, say around Washington, D.C. Let's use that as an example. I do have to zoom in manually, so I do have to have a little bit of geographic knowledge. I have to know where I'm looking. But as I get closer and closer to the D.C. area, the map becomes more and more crowded. So, centering it on Washington, D.C., I can also see the results for practices outside of D.C., say in Maryland and in Virginia. Now this is particularly useful if I'm doing a regional type of search. So as I go through this list, I'm going to see matches in Fairfax, Virginia, a lot of Virginia matches here. I'm also going to see some in D.C., and I'm going to see some in Maryland if I move the map up just a little bit more. Here's one in Rockville. Here's some more in Virginia. And as I go through this list, I can see all of those particulars that are push-pinned there on the map. So the map view does have some particular applications. It's typically confusing because this number of pages and the actual list of results will change as I move the map around. But for some of our users, it can be very useful. If you have more questions, while you're logged into Succession Link, merely click on the support button here at the top. That'll bring up the form that allows you to make contact with me or anyone else in the support team. We'd be happy to answer any questions you may have, and we look forward to welcoming you someday as one of our newest Premier subscribers. Thank you, and have a great day.